Now, we've spoken a lot on BBC Breakfast about the rising cost of living, particularly how much more we're paying at the till for our everyday food shop.
But why are prices going up? Well, our reporter Ollie Constable has been investigating the impact soaring prices are having from the farm to the checkout.
Every cost you can think of, energy, labour, the raw material price of pork and chicken has had a massive effect on our business.
The sausage maker Heck is not alone.
We've got the capacity to make 500,000 sausages a day here.
Co-founder Jamie is feeling the pinch. Every day he's taking calls from suppliers who tell him they're upping their prices. And now there's a warning to customers.
Their shopping budget will be incredibly high for the next 18 months. Grain prices have fallen across the market. This takes time to fall back into the supply chain, unfortunately.
And it's that supply chain which sees us being stung at the checkout. Like a domino effect, if a farmer is paying more for grain to feed their cows, then it's passed along to the producer, then the retailer, and ultimately us, the customer. In a year, cupboard staples like baked beans have gone from 76p a tin to £1.7. A kilo of potatoes jumped from 58p to 72p. And 2 pints of milk will now set you back almost £1.30, when a year ago it was just £1.
You've just got to pay it, haven't you, if you want it?
Well, it's just rough, really, isn't it? I've got, obviously, a 3-year-old, and now I'm, like, looking really deep into the prices of the tomatoes, like, which one's 125 or 175?
Phenomenal, sort of twice what it used to be, definitely, for the same things that you're getting.
But it's not just us at the end of the chain who are struggling.
Yeah, it is tough, it is, and it's very, very stressful. Our feed price has gone through the roof, it's more than doubled. Fertiliser has gone up, wages have gone up.
Ted is a farmer who looks after a herd of cows here in North Yorkshire, with his Wagyu beef being sold across the country. He works with Grace at Warrendale Wagyu, selling the beef at a fixed price. Much of it goes to wholesale customers, but also some supermarkets. Most of it, though, ends up in the hands of people like John, who runs the pub The Alice Hawthorne near York.
Danny, how long are you going to be on this stock?
Everyone in this supply chain has bills to pay, bills which have kept growing.
The costs have gone really through the roof, you know, whether it's the energy bills, which have really been crippling, but followed by now, as we all know, the price of food. Passing it on is very difficult to, you're very frightened of doing it. I think we're all worried that we're going to lose our customers.
Back at the factory, and there is a glimmer of hope.
I do think it'll start to ease it after 18 months. Who knows what can happen? No one's got a crystal ball, but for now, I think there's this light at the end of the tunnel.
Ollie Constable, BBC News, York.
So lots of issues, of course, are around cost of living. And we're going to talk about a linked story now, because a senior MP has described the government scheme aimed at helping households across Britain. That was the £400 towards the energy bills last winter, as a staggering failure.
Yeah, it was launched in February for those who lived off-grid or didn't automatically receive support because they didn't have an energy provider.
So now we have